Hi guys, this is Aung La N Sang. I have great news. I'm going to be fighting in Denver. We have a super tough opponent, undefeated, undisputed fighter from Turkey. His name is Shamil Ergadan, and he is super tough. Put on some great performance. His last performance was against my old opponent as well, so I'm super excited to fight this young prospect. My momentum is 3 wins with 3 finishes, so I'm looking to extend this streak. And I promise you the best is yet to come. On September 6th, I plan on breaking him in the 3rd round. So as you get older, you want to make sure your warm-up and your cool-down are correctly done, because it's very important, for us older athletes to make sure we warm up right so we don't get injured, and we also recover a lot better. The first week of camp is very structured. All my training partners are correct. All my techniques are on point, and I want to make sure that everything is geared towards becoming the best opponent for Shamil on September 6th. So in this camp, we're going to focus a lot on shutting our opponent's game plan down, and we're going to making sure my body is at the optimal function, and we don't want to rush it, but we want to steadily build on to become the best athlete against Shamil. So I have a training partner that's going to be fighting in next weekend. Mohammed, Kamaru Usman's brother, he's a heavyweight, and he wants me to simulate another heavyweight in a southpaw stance. So I have to simulate his opponents, and I want him to be sharp. I want him to be at his best.
I chose Aung La to be one of my training partners and one of my coaches in my corner because his knowledge of fighting is so vast. And the guy's fought so many years and been in so many wars. And just his personality and the way he is, I fell in love with it. And that's the kind of guy I want to go to war with, and I want in my corner when I go to battle. So for him to corner me, it was a badge of honor to know that he knows that I'm going to go out there and I'm going to leave it all out there in the octagon.
Hard work on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hard work.
Right now, I'm already in my targeted weight range. The weight cut's going to be easy. As I start training, as I get on a strict diet, I'm going to be perfect for the weight class. So I had a layoff almost a whole year. I think it will be about 16 months by the time I fight. So this layoff has made me grow, have made me evolve, and I'm excited to show the fans what I've been working on.
This is a big fight coming for Aung La, and I like his mindset. And I like that Aung La he consistent, understand what he wants, and he understand what I want from him. So the number one thing is just because the opponent is a wrestler, good wrestler, high level I can say. I want from Aung La, just don't miss those small details that can be a worse position. So I want for him a good positioning work is number one. No matter his stance, offensive, defensive, or on the floor, it's gotta be a good position work. And Aung La is a very professional fighter, so now we're working on a smart strategy work and exactly what we try to build. This is gotta be like a chess.
Stay on top. Head up, head up, head up. Time. Good job. This is how we gotta work. Good job. Go work.
So in the beginning of this summer, I thought I was going to be fighting in June, and I had a little camp, and during that camp, I was feeling super sharp. So having another camp, I'm going to be sharper, and I'm going to be better than ever, and I promise you, the best is yet to come. So as I get older, I do more planning. I make sure everything is done to exactly as the plan is. And we have great plan for this upcoming fight. And I'm super excited. There's going to be a lot more recovery process. And there's going to be a lot of more directed training, focused directed training. So I'm excited to show the fans what I'm about to do. So this morning we had a great wrestling practice. We're just strategizing and making sure we have all the grounds covered. We want to be able to shut his game plan down, so we're putting in that work. We got tremendous wrestlers here, Phil Hawes is one of them. He has very good cage control, very good takedowns. So I'm working with him a lot for this camp, alongside with other wrestlers here. Now time to get some food in and then get ready for strength and conditioning.
I'm Dr. Corey Peacock. I'm the head strength and conditioning coach at Killcliff FC. I think when you look at mixed martial arts, that term mixed is the biggest thing about it. You have different skill sets, you have different sets of athleticism, you have so many different attributes that contribute to one mixed martial arts athlete that it makes it so much more different than any of the other sports. When you look at the other sports, everybody kind of has a prototype for a position, for a role, for whatever the case is. That's not the case here. People have so many different backgrounds, so many different disciplines that you really have to look at the individual athlete, assess the athlete, and be able to put a program together for their specific individual needs.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
A lot of what we're doing today is just foundational work. We're still kind of getting to that point where we're in the bulk of camp, so we're still trying to build somewhat of a foundation as we go into these last weeks of camp, where we can really peak the athlete and get Aung La into the best shape of his life and hopefully perform at his best. It's been a crazy evolution when you really look at Aung La. He's always been a knockout artist. He's always been a competitor. He's always had a really great skill set, but being able to sort of refine those things and put a program together with all the different disciplines, the coaches, along with strength and conditioning, he's turned into a very, very elite mixed martial artist. So when you look at him, obviously he's accomplished just about everything in the sport. 2-division champion. He's been around this team for probably one of the longest tenures out of any of the athletes we have, and he's a role model and an example. Aung La's always on time. Aung La's a great training partner. Aung La does everything right that the younger guys need to be able to see if they want to accomplish and become world champions.